Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Plague Inc. Evolved, the Windows Early Access version of the popular cell phone game. And today we play Smallpox for the third time. And I'm really gonna pay attention. And we're going to really get it done. Smallpox to the return. Darn it! Smallpox 2. No, we can do this, we can do this. Smallpox colon the return. Oh, come on. Smallpox the return. So why can't I get the colon in there? There we go. Smallpox the return. I said we were gonna get this done the last time. So maybe I'm losing some credibility here. I'm thinking we're going to probably not focus in on getting the even white pox done. Let's see, when we look at white pox, it doesn't look like it would lower the infectivity, just the severity and lethality, but I don't think I even need to do that. Speed up a little bit here, but I don't want to speed up too much. Just want to slowly getting DNA. There we have 10, and with that 10 I want to go ahead and start with this, fomites. Start the spread of the disease as much as possible through air and water. Try and infect as many people. The problem with not doing what the white pox, people are going to be dying already. That's a little bit of a concern. We're getting DNA pretty fast. We're infecting people, but people are dying too. I want to get all of these. 11 DNA for fomites too. Fomites, not a word you hear very often. Actually, not a word I've ever heard. So you can't get this until you have 19. They've started to work on the cure. Let's see if we can slow down some of that. With 11 DNA for antibiotic resistance. And then 8 DNA for some cure hardening. Come on, disease spread. They've shut down their seaports already. Wow. They're at 1%. We gotta slow down this cure. Come on, one more DNA. As a cure hardening for us, it would be 24 for the next one. Come on, spread, disease, spread. It's not really spreading very much. We've only got Southeast Asia. It hasn't even crossed the border yet. Well, nobody's infected in China, but we can see little spots of red. I think that's probably a bug in the system. If it's showing little spots of red, that means Well, it says 43 are dead, so I guess 43 did get in here. Uh-oh. This is too lethal is the problem. It's killing too many people. Oh, no. I should have done the white pox. Let's see if we can keep this thing going. And then we'll reduce the lethality and the severity. We're up to 4%. We should have done the white pox, shouldn't I? The only thing I could do is try for necrosis, which, where would necrosis be? I don't see one here. Nothing. I'm not seeing anything for necrosis. Get 12 DNA and do the white pox. Necrosis would work because then the dead bodies would still be vectors to infect people. But right now we have 51 dead in China and it's having trouble spread. Wow. Wow. That was terrible. That is gonna be our first retry. We gotta get this one done. We really gotta get this one done. Smallpox is turning out to be our Achilles heel. That is our first retry for this entire series. Not gonna start a new episode. Not gonna do anything more. In fact, we may just keep going with this until we get this done. Hopefully we win in this one. So obviously we need that first white pox. It just doesn't work without it. We need that lethality down. Now we can start throwing things into transmission and such and other things. I'm trying to spread it. Let's see, 12 DNA for this, and then it should be 9 DNA this time. Alright, for some genetic hardening. 25 DNA for some more genetic hardening. Should I go for it? And slow them down. Well, I might have enough DNA to do that. DNA. Need only 2 more DNA. We'll just bring out that second genetic card right now. Alright, so now I want to start focusing in on fomites for 7. Has shut down its land borders. 9 DNA for air and sea. Come on. Looks like it's spreading to China this time. I think we're going to start infecting some countries here in a second. We'll see. 10 DNA for air. A little bit of this, a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Actually, it'd probably make more sense to get extreme bioaerosol and just ignore these two. But whatever. We need to spend 11 DNA there. It will help to put this in here and to slow progress on the cure some more. We're seeing infections spreading a lot. We're about to hit the point where we need to slow down the game. It's about to start popping. Let's see. Cannot afford to miss those few islands, however. So next thing I think I'll put into this is droplets. Little droplets, a little this, a little bit of this. Need to get the transmission up still, there's too many people dying. This thing is still too lethal. Let's go ahead and do the white pox again. This is a strange situation. It's too lethal now, it's gonna be not lethal enough later. What countries do we still have to infect? Iceland, Greenland, lots of Africa, South America, and Europe. It's placed on a watch list, we're at 28%. Can we slow down the progress anymore? Let's see. Oh, vaccines. Will the vaccines help? Oh yes, the vaccines are gonna help a lot. Forgot about those. All of a sudden we start seeing big old jumps in infectivity. Got 44% in the cure though. Let's see. A vaccine action there. Necrosis is mutated, which is good. Do we have all the countries infected? No, we still have the Caribbean and Morocco to deal with. There's Morocco. 55% to the cure. Let's see. Vaccine. Again. I think it's probably time. As soon as the Caribbean gets infected. There we go. I think it's time to start doing the Black Plague and that and a little bit of that. What symptoms can we throw in here to start making this more lethal? We need everybody to start dying now. %82 to the cure. This is not fair. Come on. Die, people. There are no healthy people left. Was I too late on the Black Plague run? Can I take these back? If I take this back, devolve that, yeah. Devolve that, yeah. Coma mutated. And that's down to 93%. Getting all kinds of DNA. Give me enough for genetic shuffle. How much do I need? 39. Oh, that's gonna be hard. The cure is at 100%. Oh, this is messed up. This is messed up. 30, 31. I'm stuck at 31. How can I? Let's see. What can I do? I can do nothing. Again, we have lost. Just speed up. But I think we found the solution. Retry again. This is a strange way to play this, I have to admit. Having to play the same scenario over and over again in a row. Not welcome gameplay, not a interesting way to play it. But We're gonna give it a college try, or we're gonna give up on Smallpox. There. There's Smallpox. It needs this. Maybe it doesn't need the second one. Let's try to just get transmissions up now. Let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. There we go. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. 25 more is what we're looking for. We want to do every single bit to slow down the cure. It's going to come down to the line. Need 25, so 8 more DNA. Genetic hardening. New aid program for poor countries. They've started to work on the cure. It's started to spread. Genetic hardening. Start focusing in on transmission. We want that transmission up as high as possible still. It's not like I'm really changing my strategy more than I'm just adapting it or adjusting my timing. It's kind of like any targeting skill. You know, if you're playing darts, or yeah, darts would be a good example. You know you're gonna throw the you want to throw the dart at the triple 20 is usually what you want to throw it at. People who really aren't familiar with darts often think the most you can score is the double bullseye, but a double bullseye gives you 50 points in most games, and a triple 20 gets you 60. So it's actually better to go for that. But you know that's what you're targeting most of the time. So it's not like you're ever going to change your strategy and say I'm going to try and aim exactly away from where I should be throwing the dart. It's just refining. Okay, that was a little too high. That was a little too low. That one was too powerful. That one was too weak. Type stuff. Now, cricket in darts, if you don't know how to play darts, and I suppose lots of people don't, it's kind of hard to play darts. You have to practically go to a bar or have a dartboard in your house, and by house I mean garage, because even if you're playing with the plastic versions of the darts that don't leave holes in your wall, they still leave dents in your wall with the plastic ones, and so yeah, make that harder to cure. Yeah, that'll help. So you can play in a garage, but then you need somebody else to play with. Pretty much. You can sometimes get an electric dartboard that will play against you and just give an opponent random things, or you can play certain games by yourself, but it is a lot more fun in my opinion if you have somebody to be social with and play with. But cricket, to get back to that conversation, requires you to hit something, I believe it's 16 through 20, number 16 through 20. Each pie slice in the dartboard is numbered, maybe all the way 1 through 20 probably. I don't know, I haven't looked at a dartboard in a long time. I haven't played in a long time. I lost my play partner, in the sense that they don't live near enough to me that we could play anymore. But in cricket, you have to hit each one of those numbers twice to unlock it for your side, and then every time you hit it after the second time is that value in points to you. So if you hit a triple 20, you've unlocked the 20 for your side, and you have gotten 20 points. Now I could be wrong, you may have to actually hit it 3 times to unlock it. But after you do unlock it, your opponent has to hit it twice to then relock it and take it off the board. Otherwise, if they just keep missing the 20 and they can't hit it, well, you can sit there and just rack up points forever and ever and ever. And so it's a very much a strategy and aiming form of darts, whereas the standard darts that most people understand are 301, 401, 501, 601. It's all the same, it's just how many points you want to play to. And what that is you just get points. Little necrosis, yeah, let's throw necrosis in here. You get points for whatever you hit, and I'm just gonna devolve this. Yep. They're at 75% of the cure. I need to start. Just now it's being placed on a watch list. That's nice. I want lethality to go up as much as possible. India's leading cure up. You just get points, and whoever gets the points, I think you count down. You start at 301, you get points to reduce it to 0, and I think if you at the end go over, so if you have 19 points left and you hit 20, then that ends your turn and you have to try again from where you were when you started. So the only real strategy there is you have to be pretty good at targeting big numbers and pretty good at targeting the exact number, so you don't go over it. Often when I played 301, you would get into this quagmire where both players couldn't actually hit the exact number to win. Which one of these will increase lethality some more? See, there's one here, but it's not showing. Interesting. Maybe there isn't one there. Let's get those symptoms. 86% to the cure. Yeah, this is weird. Third time we played Smallpox, it looks like we're gonna win, and for some reason I started talking about darts. That's pretty weird. Maybe I will go set up my dartboard at some point back, but probably not. Probably should just get rid of it. You know, you end up having these things that you haven't used in a couple of years, and you're like, well, am I just wasting space having that stuff? %. Only 40 million people alive. Looks like we're gonna win. Finally, thank goodness. I'm ready to be done with Smallpox. I guess what you can take from this is you shouldn't be that afraid of Smallpox. There's so many other diseases you could be afraid of, but yeah. I don't think, maybe I have to get blackpox to get this symptom here. I wonder, that might be it. I don't think you should be afraid of this one. For as difficult as it has been to get rid of, and it was an awful disease in reality, yes, I will fully admit that, but I think we have reacted enough to make sure we have the vaccines and would ensure that it never spreads again. Don't worry, we've got plenty of other things to be afraid of. New things come about all the time. But yeah, I don't think we should be too afraid of smallpox. What we need to do is get rid of chickenpox. And that would be nice. That is the goal eventually, is we want to get rid of it before it mutates into something deadly or more damaging. So, we finally destroyed the world with smallpox. It took us 389 days. The cure progress got to 88%. We got 53,661 points and 2 biohazard signs. Thank goodness. Glad to be done with that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 more scenarios to do. Now, hopefully we don't get stuck again. We need to play the simian flu 1 more time? Really? 2 more times. Okay. So 2 more times if we win on simian flu, and then what we're gonna try and do is beat these main ones on Mega Brutal to see if we can get the cheats done. And what I'm gonna consider the main ones are bacteria, virus, fungus, parasite, and prion. Because I know Norax worm is not a main, I'm pretty sure it's not a main one. And I guess nanovirus and bioweapon is not a new one. Actually, kind of, the way this is laid out, it kind of makes the statement that all I need to do is bacteria, virus, and fungus on Mega Brutal, and then I would be able to unlock the cheats. Because when we look at those, the ones that required to do them all on Brutal, it said all diseases, I think. So I don't know. We're gonna try just everything on Mega Brutal when we're done. We might as well. As we wrap up, we'll go through them at least once as we finish up the scenarios, and then if there's any feeling that I could really do the ones that are missing, I'll consider it then. But that's all for another time. We're done with this episode. Thank you for watching. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. If you want to follow or friend me on practically any social media site, all that information is down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.